To get a really amazing glow, I'm using this Lila Bee A Glow Face Mist and some marula oil by Drunk Elephant. The combination of these two are already getting me nice and glowy. Supergoop Glow Screen, my favorite product of all time, as you know. If you want to get an insane glow that you can see from satellite view on Google Earth, you need to layer luminizing products. Glow Stick by Supergoop, another favorite of mine. This could also be used as a primer, especially if you had dry skin. I would just exfoliate before putting it on and then foundation. My favorite Kiehl's eye cream, also going to give me an amazing glow under my eye. I'm going to seal all my glowy skincare in with my face mister, which is going to prep and prime a canvas, that of a moist, glowy Xiaolong Bao. Kosa Skin Tint in number 6. This is one of my favorite foundations of all time. I feel like the best application is with a stippling foundation brush like this one, and this one's from e.l.f. This skin tint is also packed with skincare in it already, so apparently it's supposed to improve your skin. I definitely feel like it's improved my skin since I started using it, and I love using it on clients and models. It just makes everyone's skin look amazing, but you do have to exfoliate or it will cling to dead skin. Pretty hardcore. e.l.f. Camo Concealer. This is super high pigmentation. This one is medium beige. I don't really fully need to use a lot because the skin tint has medium coverage, and that's kind of all I need, and that's what I like. So, 70s brows. Obviously, Brooke Shield had incredible brows in the 70s, but she was a bit of a brow pioneer because a lot of people didn't have super bushy brows in the 70s, at least not the women. They were thinner and sort of rounded, and the front was always bushy. So I'm trying to get a bushy front part of my brow and then carve out the rest of the brow to be thinner. By the way, I'm using medium brown e.l.f. liner and brow cream. e.l.f. Wow Brow in medium brown, just to fluff these little queens up in the front. This medium brown shade goes on deep skin tones, blondes, me. It's pretty universal, and it's my secret weapon in makeup for sure, even in my professional kit. As you can see, I'm fluffing the front of my brow, and the rest of the brow I'm keeping sort of straight and thin. I'm using Lila Bee Natural Eyelid Primer and Concealer. I'm just carving out the tail of my brow and sort of the front to make it crisper and more sharp, to just sort of give the illusion that my brows are a little bit thinner in those areas. I also think that you need to highlight the brow bone and the under eye 4 shades lighter to really achieve a retro look. I'm using this as an eyeshadow primer for the first time, which I'm actually loving. Definitely going to be a new eye primer staple for me now. This is my second favorite e.l.f. product. It's the brow tint in medium. It makes them so bushy and stick up for the rest of the day. Highly recommend. For eyes, I'm going to take Mermaid and Alien from my Real Fantasy palette, and I'm just going to start fluffing on color, slowly building up. This sort of pearly candy apple green was a really popular eyeshadow color in the 70s, and so was powder blue, of course, frosty blues, periwinkle. In the movie Urban Cowboy, the main kind of trampy rich girl, her name's Pam, she has incredibly over bronzed face, super sculpted eyes, too much mascara, and I'm kind of obsessed with it. I'm taking Mermaid now, which is the pearly teal, muted teal color. just putting that in the center of my eyes. And I'm blending everything out with a fluffy brush. I'm using this blush by Kosas. It's Papaya 1972. I'm using that to build color in my crease gradually. My best eyeshadow work is when I'm gradually packing on color, light to dark, and you can't go wrong if you're gradually packing on light layers. I'm going deeper in color now, and I'm using Untamed for my Subculture palette. It's really pigmented, so I'm going to go really lightly and use a little bit of Ilia loose powder to make the blend even smoother and lighter. If you're looking for a good fluffy blendy brush, I love this one by Delium. I don't know what the number is because it rubbed off, but if you're looking for an alternative, Morphe Y16 is a great one, and then the e.l.f. blending brush is awesome too. Going back in with Mermaid just to saturate my lid in more of that color, because I felt like with the crease color it was getting a little mudded down. Using Concha Chroma high intensity blush with a little bullet brush to deepen that crease, define the shape of my eyes. Bullet brush or a pencil brush is great for going into your crease really in a precise way and getting right under that lash line precisely. NYX Wonder Pencil in medium. It's an amazing brightening nude liner. I think that if you're going to do any retro look, especially 50s to 70s, you need to have like a white eyeliner pencil or nude, something super brightening in your waterline. Bring back my Real Fantasy palette using Mahogany, a rich sienna, with some more loose powder. Using that technique again to take a super pigmented shadow color and make it very blendable right in my crease line. When I say crease line, it's actually above my natural crease line because of the shape of my eyes. So if you have almond eyes or hooded eyes or smaller eyes, you want to go a little further above where you think you would go for your crease and always blend out. This shadow duo is by NARS. It's called Nouveau Monde. And it's actually the perfect 70s color combination for eyes. Going over again with a brush that had Mermaid already on it and saturating more color on the lid. This is a mini mascara fan brush from Delium. It's one of my favorite brushes. I'm taking the brow and liner cream in medium brown and ever so slightly starting to just define the lower lash line. Again, this brow and liner cream is by e.l.f. So next I'm taking the brow and liner cream in Espresso, which is a super rich dark brown, and going over the top of my lash line. Here I'm using Aiko Lash Alert. I really love this mascara. It gives my lashes a lot of volume. Downside is it doesn't hold them up like that all day, which I hate, but my lashes are just super straight half Asian lashes. I usually have to use waterproof, but I just hate taking it off. The 70s and the 60s were super about the really defined lower lash, spidery even. To be honest, for this look, I kind of regret not going in on the bottom lashes again one more time just to get super defined. Using Concha Chroma, high intensity blush and highlight as a bronzer all over my face. If you have a deeper skin tone, this would just be a really nice, pretty, subtle blush. I'm putting it on kind of lightly and building. But that 70s look was all about being super toasted bronze. I'm going in very liberally over the bridge of my nose. So I just want to look super sun-kissed, and then taking my hula brush, pinching the bottom of it, and hitting the nose on top like sunburn. And then hitting my forehead, which at this point I'm very surprised in the difference, like wow, bronzed. And just continuing on this crazy toasted bronze 70s look. One of my favorite tricks is misting my face so it dampens the skin when I've used powder products, so that I can then go in with cream products on top. Never use cream products on top of powder. This little queen right here is Helios Color and Light Cream Palette from Kosas. It is a cream color that you can use on your lips and your cheeks, and then the highlight is just blinding. Wow. It's like gold dust woman, blinding glossy face deliciousness. Wow. This color is actually pretty dark on me, so using it as that highlight is also bronzing my face. I'm creating like a second layer of bronze contour. Back in with Lila B concealer, natural, 4, maybe even 5, I don't know. Very light, shades darker underneath my eye for that vintagey look. It's all about a very white under eye in the 60s, 70s. And the 80s as well. I think the concealer tones were just not as advanced as they are now. I do love this halo effect it gives my face on camera, the super light to dark and bronzy, but in person I'll look a little crazy. Orange Blossom by Anastasia lipstick. This is definitely an ultimate 60s, 70s era frosted lipstick, but I'm taking my Kosas. What is this? Lip gloss, wet? Lip oil. And I'm making a corally shade with the two, like a perfect 70s corally gloss that I was inspired by this 70s ad. It's like the Yardley Potto Gloss, and it looks like this. We thank you for watching, and I hope you try this look.